Have you ever felt like your voice wasn't being heard or you struggled to express your message with confidence? What if you could transform your story into an impactful narrative that not only connects with your audience, but also empowers you as a leader? We will talk about that when we return. Welcome to another exciting episode of the Making of a Mompreneur Show. And in today's episode, we're diving into the power of owning your own voice and how to confidently communicate your brand and business with today's topic, owning your voice, how to confidently communicate your brand and business. If you've ever felt uncertain about how to express your message or have struggled with stage fright, this is the episode you've been waiting for. Our guest, Dr. Samantha DeLoach, will be sharing her expertise on how you can use her model framework to turn your story into a powerful tool for connecting, inspiring, and leading others. Whether you're speaking in front of a crowd or presenting in a boardroom, Dr. Deloach is here to help you transform your communication skills so you can step into your power and truly own your voice. I am your host, Rasheeda Green, the founder and CEO of Get Coaching and the host of this wonderful Mompreneur HQ community, as well as the Digital Mompreneur Academy creator. Yes, we are here to help moms who are determined to find time, money, and location freedom so that they can build the life of their dreams without neglecting themselves or their families in the process. And we do that through coaching, content, community, and of course through our Digital Mompreneur Academy. So, if you've been with us any amount of time, you know that we like to celebrate February, self-love, all kinds of love. We're loving on ourselves, we're loving on our business, we're loving on our loved ones. And in this month, we are celebrating how to be confident. Confidence is a love or a strength builder. And so we want to talk about confidence, and we're doing that with our special guest who is a true expert in helping individuals unlock their full speaking potential. Dr. Samantha DeLoach is a pharmacist, speaker, coach, author, and entrepreneur with over 16 years of experience in healthcare and business. She is the founder of Model Speakers Academy, where she empowers passionate professionals to speak with confidence using her signature model framework. Model is an acronym for motivate, organize, deliver, engage, and lead. Dr. Lelouch works with everyone from entrepreneurs to corporate professionals, helping them to craft compelling messages that resonate with their audience. That's what we want, that connection. Whether you're preparing for a keynote, business presentation, or even a TED talk, y'all, she's boss like, right? She's here to help you own your voice and communicate your brand with purpose and authenticity. And without further ado, let's welcome to our Making of a Mompreneur stage our special guest, Dr. Samantha DeLoach.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, Rashida, for having me. It's truly a blessing for us to talk together again.
Yes.
So I'll get right into it. Hello, everyone. Rashida said, I am Dr. Samantha DeLoach, founder of Model Speakers Academy. And I'm excited to talk to you today about something that's transformed not just my business, but my life, and that's owning your voice. So for years, I struggled with finding my voice. I was a pharmacist, an entrepreneur, and I felt like being a pharmacist was enough. I felt I have a career, and that's what the world told me. You should be satisfied being a pharmacist. But I really more in me than just being a pharmacist. I like to model, I like to speak. And so I felt I shouldn't have to pick just one. I wanted to embrace everything that made me who I am today. And so I had to truly stop looking for people to give me permission to own my voice or to be true to myself, but I had to just own it and just stand out. And that helped me to not just be a professional, but a leader as well. And so I challenge you today to really look within yourself and say, what do I do with ease? What just comes naturally? What do I feel passionate about? What could I do without getting paid for? That might be something that is more of your calling. And so I feel like we should lean into that and not allow society or the world to tell you what your message or what your voice should be like.
You.
So, yeah. So let's talk about why owning your voice matters. Your voice is your most powerful business tool. It's how you connect with individuals. It's how you share your influence and inspire. So when you're unclear or hesitant, people are going to feel that energy. But when you speak with confidence, you attract opportunities, clients, and partnerships. And I remember in undergraduate school, it was matriculation day. And my president at the time was Dr. Henry N. Tisdale. And he said that because we were students at Claflin University, we were getting the Claflin confidence. And that meant that we could compete with students anywhere across the world, so that we never needed to walk around with our heads held down low or feeling ashamed or feeling that we couldn't measure up, because he was literally giving it to us, that Claflin confidence. And I kept that with me because confidence is key. People will pick up your energy, like I said earlier. So you have to be confident. Even if you don't feel 100% sure, that's okay. You still give your best foot forward and at least come in with that confidence. And so I think we also need to look at authenticity over perfection. People
Mhm.
don't connect with perfection, they connect with authenticity. So, owning your voice means embracing who you are, your flaws, your strengths, and everything that makes you uniquely you. And you want to use that to build real connections. I think a lot of times we get hung up on wanting everything to be perfect. You want to dot every I, you want to cross every T. And there's nothing wrong with being prepared and giving your best foot, putting out your best product. But at the end of the day, you're human, you're not a robot.
Mhm.
People want to feel like they can relate to you. Most people aren't perfect. None of us are perfect. So if you try to present your business or your brand as I have it all together and you don't, that's going to make people feel uncomfortable. And people tend to buy from people they can trust and people they feel they can relate to. So the more you can say, hey, this is my experience, this is my story, this is where I came from, but this is where I am now, people can feel hopeful. Okay, she started there too. That's where I'm
Mhm.
at. And now I can potentially grow and become better than where I am today. So you want to offer people hope by being your authentic self. Let's be realistic. There are some challenges and barriers to owning your voice. And some of the common challenges is fear of judgment. Nobody
Mhm.
wants to be judged. We all have that feeling like, what if they don't like me? Or what if they don't like what I have to say? And that's real. But guess what? Everybody gets judged. So you can't allow that to stop you. And then sometimes we think people are judging us and they may not. I think we're in our heads a lot. And so we expect people to like nitpick and find everything wrong. But you had the courage to start your business. You had the courage to step forward and get on that stage. And many people don't even do that. Their
Right.
stuff stays in the dream phase, their stuff stays in the planning stage, and they never come forward with their dream or their goal or their business. So you've already beat many people who haven't even begun. So don't worry about somebody judging you, because you'll never have someone who's doing more than you judging you. It's usually people who are doing less than you that want to judge you and
Mm.
stop you in your quest for excellence or for doing more. And then we all experience imposter syndrome. And I definitely experience that from time to time. And it gives you that feeling like, who am I to be an expert? Who am I to say I can coach someone and help them? And so you feel insecure. You don't feel like you're qualified enough. But look around, especially what's going on in the world today. There are plenty of people who are doing things that are not qualified, not calling no names, but
Please.
if they can do it, guess what? You can do it. So stop thinking that you're not qualified. Stop thinking that you're not good enough. You are. Give yourself a shot, a chance. And guess what? If you make a mistake, that's all right. Own it and then learn from it and become better. But you're not an imposter. You have that goal, you have that dream, you can make it happen. So believe in yourself.
Yes.
And then the last challenge that I see commonly is perfectionism. Everybody wants to do everything perfect. It's like, I'll launch that business when I'm fully ready. I'll speak up when I have it all together. Guess what? You will never start if you wait till you feel like you're ready, because there are days that I still don't feel ready, but that's okay. I still go ahead and do it. So you have to stop waiting on it to be perfect and everything to line up. It's okay. Take what you have today, start where you are, and keep building. And guess what? As you continue, you're going to get better. And so I think you need to have a quick mindset shift. So confidence isn't the absence of fear, it's taking action despite the fear. You don't find your voice by waiting, you find it by using it. So you must use your voice, you must be confident and go ahead and get started, because the world is waiting for what you have to offer. And you don't know who could be missing out on that blessing because you haven't begun. So definitely you want to get started. And so I want to dig into the model framework for
Right.
confident communication. And like Rasheeda announced in the beginning, the M stands for motivate, excuse me. So what is your why? Why does your message matter? Why does your business matter in this marketplace? Motivation gives you purpose. And
Mm.
so when times get rough, not if they get rough, but when they get rough, your motivation, your why is going to keep you going. So you must have a strong enough why for you beginning your business, before you wanting to speak, to share your message. You have to know why you're getting started. And don't let it be because somebody else wants you to do it. Do it because it's something that you feel in your heart, in your spirit, that you need to do. So don't allow your motivation to come from exterior or things, on the outside. Let it be an internal motivation, an internal desire and success and succeeding, that you want to do for yourself and for your legacy, for your future. And then
Mhm.
the O is for organize. Clarity is key. You want to make sure you organize your thoughts. You want to know your key points. You want to speak with structure and not rambling. So that means you need to be preparing. You need to practice. Before you do a live on Instagram or Facebook, before you send that email to your listserv, whatever it is, make sure it's organized. Make sure that it's fulfilling the purpose or the intent for why you're sending it out. And then
Mhm.
D, deliver. Delivery is everything. You want to make sure you're using your tone, your body language, and storytelling to bring your message to life. So let me give you a quick example.
All
Let's say
right.
you want this steak dinner or this lobster dinner, whatever it is, your favorite dish. A chef prepares it for you at your
Mhm.
home. So you didn't even have to go to get it. But when they brought it out to you, they brought it out on your trash can lid. Now, what kind of delivery is that? That's your meal. That's your favorite meal. You want to eat it, but the delivery was all wrong. So that's how we have to think about our message. Our message is great. The world needs it. Someone out there needs what you have to offer in your business and your message. But how you deliver it makes all the difference. So make sure that you practice, you prepared, that you have yourself together, your tone, your body language. Make sure that your delivery of your message is going to help add to the meal, add to
Mhm.
what you're bringing and not take away from it. And then E, engage. You want to make sure that you don't just talk, but that you actually connect. You want to ask questions. You want to share relatable stories, and you want to make your audience feel seen. So many times when we get in front of the audiences, we're worried about ourselves. I don't want to mess up. I don't want to talk too fast. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Or
Mhm.
even when you're doing your business, I hope I make enough sales. Guess what? Take it off of you and think back to your audience. What are they needing from me? What can I give them in my message, in my business, in my products, and my services that's going to meet their needs? How am I engaging with them? How am I getting feedback to make sure that I am giving them what they want? And then the L is lead. Your words should inspire action, whether it's buying a product, following your brand, or thinking differently. you want to lead with intention. So every time
Mhm.
you come with a message, with an email, with a post, you want to make sure that you are leading your audience to do something. Do they need to make a purchase? Do they need to follow you? Do they need to think differently? Do they need to inspire some type of change how they're thinking, how they're living, whatever it is? Make sure that you are giving them some type of direction. So, as a speaker, as a business owner, you are a leader, and you want to make sure all your messaging and everything you do is leading your audience to do something to inspire change. And some quick actionable steps I can give you, especially for speaking, is you want to practice out loud. So that means talk out loud. Yes, hear your voice, stand in front of a mirror. Make sure that you practice how you play, because confidence comes with repetition. You're going to
Mhm.
never feel as confident as possible if you're not practicing out loud and doing it as if you're doing it in front of your audience. And then even record yourself. You want to listen to your tone and energy. Are you clear? Are you engaging? And if possible, get some family and friends to listen to you as you speak so they can give you honest feedback. And then speak before you feel ready. Now, I know you probably weren't expecting that, but speak before you feel ready because, like I said before, you're never going to feel 100%. You're going to always have that little glimmer or a back thought, a voice in your head that says, maybe I need to do a little more. Maybe I should have practiced a little more. Maybe I should do this. Maybe I'm not ready. Well, guess what? You are ready. Action builds confidence, not the other way around. So if you want to get more confident, you got to start doing, you got to start building, you got to start getting those reps in. So, in conclusion, I want to say that your voice is your superpower. It's not just what you say, it's how
Mhm.
you say it and the impact you create. Don't wait for permission to be heard. Own your voice, own your story, and watch your business grow. And if you're ready to step into your power and communicate your brand with confidence, let's connect. Through the Model Speakers Academy, I help entrepreneurs like yourselves turn their voices into their greatest business asset. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. You addressed so many points about confidence, and I love your model framework, especially leading, because sometimes we don't know that we are leaders in our entrepreneurial pursuits, right? We just
Yeah.
think we're doing what we love to do, but we're actually leaders and we're inspirations to others who are looking like, oh, I wish I could do that. I wish I could start my business. And I love that you said I had the acronym ABC in my head, but action builds confidence, right? So
Yes.
action builds confidence. And even when you're not ready, just go ahead and do it. So
Right.
that way, at least you get the feedback. If you do it, you get your feet wet. Now you're like, okay, this didn't go right. But now
Right.
you know what to do for the next time. But if you're always waiting for that perfect time and, oh, I got to land it so perfectly, then, you just may never even hit the stage
Exactly.
funny at all because just always thinking about what you could do better. So that's awesome. Thank you for sharing that. I know that we're going to be getting to a lot of people who are just really thinking to themselves, that's not me. That's not me. I can't do that. So if for those who might be those introverted mompreneurs out there who are like, I don't do people. Or who are just like they really get shy when it comes to public speaking. What advice do you have to help them confidently speak about their business without feeling overwhelmed?
I want to say that introverters or people who are introverts, I should say, oftentimes are great speakers. So if you're an introvert, does not mean that you can't speak well. And a lot of times they're more thoughtful and considerate because they know how it feels to feel out of place or not as comfortable. So they try to use more care in their messages as well. But I would say start small. As an introvert, start maybe in a smaller group, with family and friends or a group you can trust, and then slowly build from there. And then also don't allow the fact that you are more introverted to stop you from even speaking. Still take your time, practice, of course, because the more practice you do, the more confident you'll feel. So you want to make sure you're prepared. But my biggest thing is for you to start small and then build and grow, and then to trust yourself. I think many times we don't give ourselves enough credit. We don't think that we are qualified to do stuff. And so we look for things to stop us instead of letting those same things be a fuel to empower us. So as an introvert, that means you have introspection. That means you have insight. So use that insight, use that introspection, use that quietness to share that message. Because I believe everybody has a little bit of all of it. Extroverts have a little bit of introvert inside of them. And I believe introverts have a little bit of extrovert too. So it's just that one is more stronger than the other one. But I believe if you start small, you trust yourself and you practice, you'll still be able to give an effective message and do what you need to do for your business.
Love it. Thank you for sharing that. Yes, I think we all have some introvert and extrovert in us. It's just what's going to be the strongest. Which one do we lean to the most? And I know that you have your own podcast or show. What is the name of your show?
It's called Public Speaking and Business. And what I do is talk to entrepreneurs, male and female, and let them share how public speaking has helped their business, and to show the just different varieties, because no story is the same. Even though I ask the same questions every show, everybody's experience is different. And they each have shared how them being able to get up and talk and share their messaging has helped their business. Because, like I said earlier, your voice is your most powerful tool, and talking is never going to go out of style. That's a way somebody can get your credibility. They can trust you. They can see that you're a real person, especially in this day and age where there's so many scammers and people trying to rip people off. If you
Yeah.
can put your voice behind your product, behind your website, people can trust you. And people buy from people they know and trust. So definitely my public speaking and business just highlights how people share their voices to help their businesses grow.
Exactly. That's where I was going. Like to how can speaking engagements, whether large or small, can actually help to accelerate business growth for mompreneurs? Can you share any examples where public speaking open up business opportunities for you?
Yeah, I actually spoke at a brunch one time. And as a result of me speaking and sharing what I did, I was able to get a client. And so if I hadn't spoken at that brunch, then I would not have gotten that client to work with me. You never know how your message can impact or inspire others to reach out. So that's why I feel we all should have an elevator pitch. We all should have a way within 30 seconds to 60 seconds to share what it is that we do, because that can encourage people to work with us. And we just don't know how in the grocery store or on the elevator or wherever the case is, where you see somebody and you can quickly share something that can resonate with them. And then they may want to reach out to you. So you can't be afraid to share your voice. You have to be able to tell people what it is you offer. And I don't want to say fake it till you make it, but in some sense, you have to believe in yourself, because if you don't believe it, even if it doesn't feel natural at first, the more you say it, the more you do it, the more comfortable you will be. But you have to first believe that you have what it takes, that your business is a blessing to the world, that your voice is a gift. You have to believe it first, because if you don't, then nobody else is. And people are going to vibe off of you. So you have to have that confidence. And I've even had to learn to do that with my pricing, because some of my products or services are not inexpensive. They're a little pricey. And so I would shy away from saying the cost. And now I've learned to say that's what the price is and say it with confidence. And if someone can't afford it, then you can like give them towards some free things online or on YouTube. But don't discount your voice, your price, your value. You have to confidently say, this is what it is. I know this is what you're going to get. And if someone says you're too expensive, say compared to what? Put it back on their plate. Compared to what? You want to make sure that they understand the value of what you have to offer first. And then when people can see the value, then they will step up and pay, or that's not your customer. Because I'm a firm believer people have money for what they want. If it's
Amen.
clothes or if it's entertainment, cars, jewelry, makeup, hair, you name it, people will spend where they want to spend. So you don't want to be on the clearance rack or the discount rack. You locked up behind the safe or in the cabinet. You want to be something that you're going to have to spend for. And what I found is that the people that tend to pay less tend to aggravate you or want more from you than the people who pay more.
Okay,
I don't know
Okay.
if you can say that, but that's what I've learned. So
Well,
sometimes to weed out the people who want something for nothing and charge your rate, and that'll get a higher clientele.
I appreciate your honesty. That's know and trust. She done already told you so. Thank you once again for sharing that. Now, we usually wrap up with a quick little game. Y'all, we're going to be doing confidence and self love and all these things for the whole month of February. So make sure you stay tuned. But usually at the end of our show, we have three quick questions, like a this or that, so that
Okay.
we get to know and trust you.
Okay.
All right. And so it's really fast and hopefully not too invasive, but public speaking or one on one coaching,
I think one-on-one coaching,
early bird or night owl,
early bird.
scripted speech or improv.
I like scripted speech.
All right. Because you said you like to be
I
prepared.
like prepared. Yes, yes. And I like one-on-one because I can talk and you can learn more about a person, their true passions and their fears. And so I can help them if I'm one-on-one with them better, I think, than just speaking with a big group.
Okay, awesome. I got you. I got you. Thank you so much. We know now that know a little bit more about our Dr. Samantha DeLoach, our guest for today on our show, Owning Your Voice, how to confidently communicate your brand and your business. So now, guess what, y'all? We have this superwoman has said for my audience, just my audience, if you are interested in, if you are watching this show, just because you're watching this show, she has gifted you a win in 2025 is going to be the code. But if you drop win in 2025 in her DM or on her social media, she's at Samantha DeLoach on Facebook. And if you go ahead and drop win in 2025, she is willing to share with you a free digital copy of her anthology called Winning in 2025. Yes, thank you so much, Dr. Samantha. We love it because we want that this is a community of mom entrepreneurs and we want to win in 2025. My word of the year is
Yes.
momentum. I plan on going ahead and getting it. I think for church, we're talking about the promise. So, there's things we're trying to do in 2025. And Dr. Samantha said winning in 2025 is one of them. So if you drop in her DMs or a private message at Samantha DeLoach, she will go ahead and drop you the copy of her anthology. And how long do we have access? How long is this going to be up for our audience?
So they have until February 28th, midnight, to get the winning in 2025. I'm sharing the love a little longer for the whole month.
All right, winning in 2025. Thank you, Dr. Samantha. Is there any parting words that you would like to share with our audience?
I just want to thank you again for the opportunity, Rasheeda. I thoroughly enjoy speaking with you. And I just want to encourage everyone to share your voice, share your story. Don't be ashamed of anything you've been through. God allowed it and is a testimony for someone else. So what you went through was not just for yourself, but it was a roadmap for you to help someone else get through. So own your voice, share your voice. The world needs to hear your story.
Awesome. Thank you. That concludes our show today. Please make sure that you like, share, subscribe to this episode on our YouTube. If you're watching it on Facebook, make sure you go ahead and add us. Yeah, what is it to on Facebook? Follow us so that you get the alert next time that we air this show. So thank you so much. We love you too, Dr. Samantha. So yes, ladies, we love y'all. It's love month. Love on yourself. Get your confidence up because you know what? We trying to win in 2025. And again, thank you, Dr. Samantha. Until next time.